Good morning. Yes, my name is Lisa Faith Massey. I am a past district governor for this awesome District 5890, right? The best district in the world. And a lot of us in this room are very well aware of how true that is. I am here to talk to you today about flexibility and membership, and we're going to cover a couple of things. Well, we have two slides introducing me. I must be that important, people. No, not really. Okay. Membership. How's membership going? I know that your district membership chair, David, gave you a state address this morning about where we are, 124 members up, an additional club. So, well, and all right, it's 124, my friends. So, but the good thing is, it's about how we retain those members and how we grow those members, and we can do that through flexibility. Right? And so we have a lot of things that we're going to cover this morning. We're going to talk about satellite clubs. There's a lot of mystery about satellite clubs, about really what it is, how it can help your club, and some of the fears about starting a satellite club. We're going to talk about the differences in the flexibility that the Council of Legislation decided in the last session. We're going to talk about examples of different types of clubs from around the world, and examples of different kinds of memberships that have been developed around the world that are options for all of your clubs here in this district. We're also going to talk about some resources that are available to you and to every Rotarian that will help you retain and grow your membership. This is one of my favorite sayings, right? I welcome change as long as nothing's altered or different. How many people have endured that in their own club, right? How many people have endured that in their lives? Me, professionally, personally, everything, right? Change can be an awesome thing, but it can also be really scary for some people. I've been sitting at the same table for 40 years. My God, you're going to make me change tables? No! Okay, so we all are aware of this, but change can be good. Rotary's in the middle of a big change and evolution, and we need to embrace that. What is a satellite club? Who knows? Anyone? I don't want to know from you know-it-alls, Nick and Susie and Scott Rainey. Does anyone out there know what a satellite club is? Linda, in the very back, stand up and tell us what a satellite club is.
Well, I don't know if I'm right or not.
Okay.
Basically a sub-club. It's part of
Okay.
football.
Right, and so this beautiful planet Earth represents our home club, and basically a satellite club is a club within a club, right? It's a club within a club. You need 8 members to start a satellite club. They meet usually at a different time and day, possibly in a different location, maybe the same location. It's up to you. It's up to those people who are starting the satellite club. And there are even some clubs out there who have 2 satellite clubs. Now, I do not suggest this unless you are a large club and have the infrastructure to support those satellite clubs. Because as the home club, it's critical that you give support to those people. You give guidance to them on what Rotary means, how to have a Rotary meeting, service projects and ideas, maybe seed money. You're there as their mentors, right? Because in the big picture is we're going to focus on this one club, mentor them until they reach a point where they're ready to charter of 25 members or more, right? That chartering club or that satellite club can decide they want to stay a satellite club, and that's okay. But once they reach 25 members, they may want to spin off and become their own Rotary club, okay? Here's the thing about satellite clubs. They do not have a president, but that they have a representative of the satellite club who sits on the board of directors of the main club. All the members of the satellite club are members of the home club. They're encouraged to attend 1 meeting a month of the main club. And we also encourage Rotarians and the home club's advisor to the satellite club to attend satellite functions and meetings. It's critical that we teach people who are meeting in a different time or location the ideals of Rotary and what Rotary really is and means in their community. They're simply meeting for at a different time because maybe your club's meeting is not convenient for them. Okay? Yes, Susie. Yes, we can charge different fees for satellite clubs. There's flexibility in how much a satellite club member will pay, and that is decided in the home club along with the people starting the satellite club when you first start. Okay? Again, 8 members to start, different meeting time. The new flexibility. As David was saying, there is flexibility now in meeting times, types of meetings, where you meet, the format of your meeting. You may say, hey, we only want to meet every other week. Or, hey, we want to meet this week in person. We want to have a service project the following week. We want to have a social the following week. And we want to meet online the 4th meeting. You can do that. That's okay. That's what your club needs to decide what's best for them. Palacios, they meet every other week. It works for them. It works for them. The Rotary Club of Skyline, we meet one formal month, one a week, then we have a service project, and we have a social. Okay? It can work how your club sees it fits best, because not everything is meant for every single club. Each club is unique. Please remember, your club is unique. What works for one club may not work for another, but maybe parts of that might work. So there's huge flexibility in your types of meetings. You can have dual memberships for Rotaractors. Now, this is a huge, huge improvement. I'm going to be very blunt and honest with you. We do a terrible job of converting Rotaractors into Rotarians. We need to do a better job. Rotaractors, my belief is, I love baseball. They're our farm team people. We need to be developing these people just like we develop all the Astros coming up through the system, right? We want champions. It takes us putting time and effort into Rotaractors and showing them how awesome it is to be a Rotarian. Dual membership. Encourage your Rotaractors to become partial members. You can have due structures that fit that, and we can convert them much more easily. Flexibility in membership types, and this is huge. Here are some examples. Corporate memberships, which we'll talk about here in a little bit, family memberships, associate memberships, passport memberships. It is important that you understand that there are only 2 types of memberships recognized by Rotary International: active and honorary. So when you report to RI about your membership, you're going to report active and honorary. If your club changes its bylaws to offer different kinds of membership options, that is okay. In the Council of Legislation, that was approved, that your club can decide that they want to offer different kinds of membership to help you grow and retain those members. Corporate memberships. There are a couple of examples, and there are a lot of different types of corporate memberships, but that's something your club can develop of what works for them. There is one type where you have a corporate member. Let's say the CEO of Exxon becomes a member of your club. You charge him a corporate membership, but if he can't attend, it allows a list of 3 to 4 other people from his office to come and attend a Rotary meeting. But the only member reported to RI as the active member is the actual CEO of ExxonMobil. And then there's a second example of a type of corporate membership where you can charge a flat rate, and you may have 5 people from an office of ExxonMobil. They pay a flat rate, and any 5 of those people can come as often as they want. All 5 people are reported as active members to Rotary International. So there's a little flexibility in there. And there are other options also, and we can talk about that more outside the session. Family members. There's a big push, and I'm a big believer. Most of y'all know I have 2 children. They're not so small anymore. They're 10 and 11. And that's why I was tardy this morning, dropping off at rehearsal at church for a musical. But I believe in the family Rotary. I believe in including family members and my children. They go everywhere with me pretty much. Okay, it's important that you recognize this. So some clubs are offering family memberships at a flat rate. Their whole family can come in and participate in all the events of your club meeting, your socials, your service activities, all of that, okay? Associate members, and there's who knows what a passport membership is? No? Passport membership is people who travel. For instance, my mother spends her whole summers in Colorado. So she could be a member here in 5890 and go and also be a member of a club in Breckenridge. Okay, so that's something that's unique for everyone. Okay? First steps in starting a satellite club. Who has started a satellite club in here? Yes. What was the first step?
We had an organizational meeting to talk about whether or not we can.
Right, so you got to determine your date and your time, where you're going to meet, what fits best for your community, right? Demographics, who are we targeting? Are we targeting young professionals? I know down in the Space Center area, they want to target young professionals with an evening satellite club meeting. Okay, that's one example. We just talked about that. We're looking at starting a club in the medical center. That's a particular type of demographic. You need to look at that. Changes in affordability. This comes into flexibility in your dues of what you're paying and what people are paying. Okay? Concerns. What is the number one concern when a club says, hey, I want to start a satellite club? Who can guess? Sustainability. Loss of membership. That's right. Loss of members. People are scared that they're going to take members away from the main club, and they're not. Okay? You will have more Rotarians in your community that can have a bigger impact on what we're trying to do. So don't be fearful, but that is a very common thing that happens. Okay? Successes. There are a lot of success stories. I can tell you right now, I'm working with District 5910 in Palestine, and they are starting a satellite club there. The main club in Palestine has a given approval, and they are going to be supporting it. So we're in the middle of starting a satellite club there. So there are successes that are happening all around. Flexible club formats. Okay, these are going to be a little off the wall. Okay. This is a club in Australia. They meet twice a month. Okay, there's nothing so unusual about that. They rotate their meetings between Rotarians' homes, their place of businesses, restaurants, coffee shops, other places, and they meet there. Speakers are the exception. They're not the rule. So they don't have a program necessarily every week. They focus on planning service projects, socials, and spending time together, okay? Rotary E Club of Australian Nomads. I love this club, and I'll tell you why. They do online meetings, which is very convenient, but these people, they travel all the time. They're nomadic, okay? They have found a niche that works for them. They have various gatherings in rural areas, and they do Rotary service projects, and they have an annual trip that they take every year together. They're doing great. They are growing like crazy. The Rotary Satellite Club of Seoul, Young Leaders. This is where we're talking about how they have a different meeting every week. A formal lunch meeting, a community service event, and an informal fellowship night where they engage new people. And they're converting membership programs for attracting younger professionals, and I'm glad I'm still in this category. Michelle, you are too, barely. From 36 to 55 people. Woo! I'm a young professional. All right. And listen, and here's where they can address the dues. They've decided that they are only going to have them pay half the annual fees, and they attend 2 of the meetings a month. The Rotary Ambassadors Club of Kansas. This is right here. I can already tell you there's a waiting list to get into this club. It's extremely successful, a waiting list to get into this club. Their 20-member capacity, they made that determination on their own. They meet twice a month, online meetings, and they have Sunday cocktail hours. Okay, so they meet in someone's home, and then they also have a quarterly hosted Sunday night dinner. The club picks up the dollar amount for the dinner, so the Rotary member is not out the money. The club picks that up. It's a huge thing. They have partner memberships, and everyone in that club is a Paul Harris Society member. That's one of the expectations, and they're told that up front. They have 3 annual projects a year. Again, this is very successful, and you can have not just one of these clubs, you can have a lot of these clubs in your district. They have a waiting list. This is very popular. Okay?
I have a question about the partnership memberships. Do you know if the dues are the same with the partner?
I do not know that, but I can find out for you. I would probably think that they would be a little less.
And are they listed as a Rotary member?
Yes. She asked if you didn't hear in the back, are they listed as a Rotary member? Okay. Flexible membership types. Rotary Club of Thomasville, North Carolina. They have a Young Professionals Associate membership. And what they did is they sat down, they all talked amongst themselves as members and came up and did an assessment of where their membership was, maybe what their community needed. And they interviewed a bunch of different people that were interested in Rotary and found out what they wanted. And they created a tiered pricing structure that pays for the meals for the young professionals up to the age of 40. Now, they have a limit on that because the club can only bear a certain amount, and that's something that you would have to determine in your own club of 10 people. And they have put a young professional on the board of directors so they could hear their voice. It's important that we listen to these new people and these younger generation people because they have value, and they need to feel like they have value and buy into what we're doing. The Rotary Club of Philadelphia, they have different types of memberships. They have the full membership is where you pay your dues and all your meals up front. Then they have the a la carte. You can pay your membership, but maybe you're not at every meeting because you travel. You pay for your meals as you go. You have a happy hour club. If they only can come to one meeting a month maybe and they want to join for that time, they have that. And so it's a flexibility in the dues. The Rotary Club of Tucson, Arizona, they have a family membership, as we mentioned before, open to all immediate family members, access to all club activities and committees, and they have a mentor assigned to that new family and that new member. Rotary Club of Bonita Beach Sunsets Club, satellite after community assessment. They meet twice a month in the evenings, and you know what they did? They're so smart, right? So we all know people are leaving Rotary for one reason or another. They went out and talked to all these people, why are you leaving? And found that people, maybe the meeting time wasn't right. They captured all of those people and brought them back into the family of Rotary. Okay? And they have a special young professionals discount, right? Up to the age of 40, they pay half of the normal dues that the regular full membership does. The Rotary Club of Melbourne in Australia, they have a corporate membership, and this is a corporate membership is a very unique situation. Their club sat down and did an assessment of their community, and they realized, oh my gosh, in our community we have a lot of corporate leaders here that we're not capturing in Rotary. They got a team, a strike team together. They went out and visited 20 corporations. They got, I think, 17 out of 20 CEOs of all those corporations to join. They have, is it 17? Oh my gosh, I was right. And 6, right? 6 clubs, 6 corporations. They meet quarterly, and what they do is they put on an event for their community, and all these people are there, these corporate members are there and leaders, and they put on a meeting or an assembly for all the community to come in and get advice and talk about things and how they're going to do different things, business-wise and service-wise. It is working. It's a great avenue. So there's a lot of flexibility in memberships, and here it is. The sky's the limit on what you can do for membership, okay? As long as you are, let's be clear. You need to make sure you change your bylaws in your clubs to adjust to what y'all have voted on and where you're going to go with your membership flexibility and the types of meetings that you're having. You need to make sure that if you do offer corporate memberships, that you are reporting correctly to Rotary International that your active members are who are active and honorary. Okay, that's what they're going to recognize. So there are some things that you need to remember on that. Here are some resources. All of this can be found on the Zone Rotary website. We have a membership toolbox where you can download everything known to mankind. You're not hunting all over Rotary International's website that is much, much better. but we have it right here in a membership toolbox. There's new flexibilities. We have webinars, free webinars every month. Zone leadership. I am a assistant Rotary coordinator for membership and new generations for many districts throughout the state of Texas. But as Tommy, I'm here in this district and able to help in this district as well. And then we also have Sherry Munoz is your Emily Tucker is our regional membership officer. Sherry Munoz is your Rotary coordinator for this area. Membership is an awesome thing, guys. Quit keeping Rotary a secret. Get out there and share what Rotary is, because we have some awesome things happening, people. Awesome, awesome things. Thanks so much. Y'all have a great weekend. You have a question? Yes.